When people are trying to start a new business, get ahead at work, or whether they're just trying to win at life, they often have three main concerns. They either think they're not good enough, they think they don't have the right connections, or they think there's too much competition. Well, I've got news for you. Those excuses are just that, excuses. And today I've got Marie Forleo who's going to bust those myths wide open with a simple two-step plan to doing what you love and getting paid for it. So Marie, take it away.
All right, Dee. So the biggest obstacle to doing what you love and getting paid for it is something Derek just mentioned, not believing that you have anything valuable to give to the world. And I want to tell you this, the world needs what you have. It needs that very special gift that only you are here to give. It's been my belief and my experience that everyone on the planet is here for a reason. God, the universe, whatever you believe in, does not create any extra peeps. So we need you, and we need that very special gift that you have that you are going to get paid for. And you know, there's a quote that I love by Martha Graham. It's my favorite quote on this subject. And she says, "There is a vitality, a life force, an energy, a quickening that is translated through you into action. And because there is only one of you in all of time, this expression is unique. And if you block it, it will never exist through any other medium and it will be lost. It's not your business to determine how good it is, nor how valuable, nor how it compares with other expressions. It is your business to keep it yours clearly and directly, to keep the channel open. You do not even have to believe in yourself or your work. You have to keep yourself open and aware to the urges that motivate you." So one of the biggest fears that all of us had, and I even had myself when I was first starting my own business, is how am I going to be different? Hasn't everything been done before? And it's this limited thinking that holds us all back. So I want to give you an example from my own life and something that maybe can bring it home. I love to eat, and I love Italian food, and I always think to myself, you know, if there was just one guy or gal out there that started an Italian restaurant and that was it, everyone else didn't do it because they said, oh, that guy or that gal took it up. They started an Italian restaurant, we don't need any more, they've already done it. All of us have to figure out something new to do. Most of us would be screwed. I know for me in my neighborhood, I've got at least 5 or 6 different Italian restaurants and I love all of them. You can think about fashion in the same way. There are loads of different designers, men's designers, women's designers, and most of us buy clothing from many different people. If just one person decided to do it and the rest of the people figured, oh, it's already been done already, we'd miss out on a ton of things that we love.
I love to eat, and I love that example with the Italian restaurant because even though that restaurant might not be world famous,
Right.
It's famous to you, and if they chose to not create it, where would you go? So on that note, why don't you tell us about the second step?
So step number 2 is clarity comes from engagement, not thought. All of us can get freaked out in our heads trying to come up with the plan to do what we love and get paid for it, and that's really the problem. We think about it too much in our heads, and we never get the clarity that we need to really move ahead. So here's the deal. Everything you need to know is going to come from you taking action, from taking that very first step. You know, when I was about 25 years old, I had this dream and this passion to be a dancer, and specifically a hip-hop dancer. Now, in the dance world, age 25 is quite a bit over the hill. I was kind of like a granny, but I did not care. I knew that I was here for a reason and that I wanted to do what I loved. So what did I do? I took action. I started taking dance classes. And every class I took, it really introduced me to the landscape of that world so I could understand how I fit in and how I could do what I love and get paid for it. So again, don't sit around on your couch trying to figure it all out. Clarity comes from action, not thought. Take a class, pick up a book, make a phone call, something to take one step towards your dream. And I want to leave you with this quote by Martin Luther King. And he says, you don't have to see the whole staircase. Take the first step in faith. That's all you need.
That's awesome, and it actually hits home with me too because I remember when I started building websites in 2005, I had sites about celebrity gossip, makeup, fashion, pretty much a site about everything you could ever imagine.
Amazing.
And it took me 5 years before I finally realized that I wanted to write and teach psychology, business, and life. But here's the fact of the matter. I wouldn't have figured that out if I didn't get started. So now, Marie, why don't you give the Social Triggers readers some homework?
Okay, a little framing for your homework. One of the biggest misconceptions that we've all been taught is that we find passion outside of ourselves, in our dream job, or dream business, or dream relationship, or in a certain amount of money. And here's the real truth. The secret to getting paid to do what you love is to love what you do. And that starts right now. Here's your mission, should you choose to accept it. For the next 48 hours, I want you to volitionally bring passion to every single thing you do throughout your day. So when you wake up in the morning and you make your bed, I want you to make a bed like a pro, like you've been doing this your whole life and you're gonna do it with such excellence, it's gonna be stunning. When you go to wash your dishes, again, you're gonna do it with so much passion and enthusiasm and engagement, you know, your eyeballs are gonna pop out of your head. Same thing with sending emails or doing anything you have to do at work. We wanna remove the complaint, we wanna move the resistance and remove the whining from ourselves and our habits and our days, and we wanna replace that with full passion and full engagement.
Hey, Marie, that was great.
That was pretty cheesy, wasn't it?
It was a little cheesy. That said, Marie's a close friend and a trusted advisor, and I suggest you check her out at marieforleo.com. Also, if you plan to take her up on that 48-hour challenge, leave a comment below this video and say, I'm in. We're going to be reading every single one of those comments, so I want to see everyone leave a comment now. That said, if you like this video, make sure you subscribe to the Social Triggers channel and you'll get more videos just like this. And you know the deal. If you're not on the Social Triggers mailing list, type socialtriggers.com into the URL bar and get on the mailing list. You're going to get more Social Triggers TV episodes and you're going to gain access to premium training material that you won't find anywhere else.